Well, let's dig into that because I think, we've talked about on a relationship episode how COVID has really affected relationships and marriages. But I know personally, as someone who has some close friends who are just kind of dealing with some major issues right now, and, if divorce is on the table, having kids complicates everything even further, right? So
Absolutely.
at what point do you decide, and as their friend too, just to be completely honest, it's hard because you're like, gosh, they might be better apart, but what about the kids, right? So because you want their kids to be able to fare through it, and you want everyone, you want all the friends to be able to still hang out, and it's strange looking from the outside because you generally know both people as well. At what point when you're in that process of just not being your true happy self in your marriage, do you have to just say, okay, it's not about the kids anymore. The kids will be happy if I'm happy. Like, is it the longest process of your life? Is it a aha moment? What was it for you?
I think it's a combination of a lot of different things. To be the best mom you can be, and moms are the foundation. That foundation has to be rock solid. And if you are not happy within yourself and you're not happy within your marriage, you're not going to be good for your kids, and your kids need you. I call it the job that's 25/8 and 366 days a year. There is no such thing as a day off. And it is the most important job that we all have. And let me stress, I don't advocate for divorce. I don't push for it. I just say if you're in the middle of it and you have to go through it, that's why I'm here to help you. But I always say to people, if your marriage can't be fixed and you are that miserable, then yes, divorce may be your only solution as a way out. And how do you do that? Well, you have to start putting together a team. And in terms of the friends, you want to look for the quality friends versus the quantity. You don't want anybody sitting there throwing gasoline on the fire, igniting something that's already there. Your job is to surround yourself with the right people who can help guide you making good decisions. And that starts with building a team. So if you have to sit and talk to your soon-to-be ex, and it's a private conversation, find the moms that will take your kids out of that environment and put them in a happy environment. Find moms maybe who have walked in those shoes, who can give you advice on how they got through it, where they turned for, extra help, where they turned to put their teams together. And anything that you can do to continue to build yourself up in a positive way and not a negative way. The friends, it's tricky. There's always going to be people that feel weird. Am I allowed to be friends with you? Am I allowed to be friends with them? What am I allowed to say? Because we don't want it to get back to the other one, and we don't want to be put in the middle. It's a very tricky situation. And I always say that if people can take themselves and leave themselves out of it, you can absolutely be friends. But if it's going to turn into where you're going to have to be very guarded what you say to them because you don't want it to get back to the other side, then sometimes maybe it's just best to break away and separate and just get on a new path and create new friends.